Hello, hi. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. So today we are going to do a full face of my lowest rated products. So this is Sephora specific because I figured it was kind of just easiest for me to use my Sephora app, and all I did was search like the category, so like foundations, and then I did by top rated and I scrolled all the way to the bottom and just found whatever one was closest to the bottom. So that's how I found all these products, and most of my stuff is from or available at Sephora anyway, so I figured we'll just do it that way, nice and simple. So we're going to talk about why these things are so low rated according to the reviews, and then what I actually think about the products. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I left my wine, hold on. Much better. Also, you guys, oh my god, I dyed my hair again today. I'm so happy. It's so much more red. I don't really know how much you can tell. It's a lot more red in like the sunlight, but I dyed my hair with a different shade and it was so brown and I hated it, and I'm so much happier currently. But anyway, that has nothing to do with today's video. So okay, so first up, let's talk about low rated face primers. Okay, so full disclosure, for face primer I'm doing a little bit of a workaround because there is one face primer that is listed on Sephora as a serum, but it's easily the worst one I own, and it's not fair that it didn't show up as the worst one on the website just because it's technically a serum. That product would be the Farsali liquid powder oil balancing serum. You guys, this product is so bad. It has 3.8 out of 5 stars on 100 reviews. It somehow doesn't have that many reviews despite being out for like 3 months. It's not very good. Let's look at the bad reviews. This one says the dropper doesn't work. This one says it didn't help my skin not be oily. This one says it's such a waste of money. I'm surprised it has any stars. This one, my makeup did not sit well with this on at all and it slid off in a weird way. I'll be returning it. Completely broke me out. Bad. Okay, so I've had this product, I've used this product a few times. I hate it. Also, this is what it looks like. It's like this weird powdery texture, and it goes on the skin like any serum would, I guess. Then it dries and it gets this weird like powdery film on your face. I'll bring it in a little bit so you can see. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it right away, but it leaves like a powdery film. So yeah, this is one of the only products that I have that I just genuinely don't really like. Like one of those that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try it a little bit more. We're gonna work on it a little bit more. And then I never did because I never liked it. Oops. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there you go. You see that powder on the tip of my nose? Okay, enough complaining about that one. Oh, P.S. This is $54 a bottle. The only reason that I haven't, oh, see, it's getting worse. Oh, it's getting worse. Anyway, the only reason I have it is because I got it in a Trend Mood box. Let's talk about the lowest rated foundation. I was shook that this foundation is so poorly rated because I actually really like it. I did an entire video on it, which I will link for you, but I was shocked that this was rated so badly. I didn't know that people didn't like it. Like, I really didn't know. But the foundation we're using today is the Pretty Vulgar Water Lava Foundation. This only has 3.2 stars. Really, really like this foundation. It works really well for me. I really like mixing it with some of my other foundations that I have, so I'm kind of just shocked. I just cannot take myself seriously with this powder on my face. Oh my god. Just pretend it's not there, okay? Yeah, everyone said that it makes their face really dry. This person said they had to wash their face right after because it made their skin so dry and cakey and cracked looking. This person said the worst foundation I've ever tried. Yikes. This person said, I've never felt such instant regret about a foundation before. Poor shade range. That might be true. I honestly am not sure. I bought this one time when it was on sale, so there were only some shades still available anyway. This person said it was so bad I couldn't even finish my face. It stuck to all my dry patches and made little dots where I have pores. I looked like a dry, powdery, crusty mess. I am literally shocked. I had no idea people hated this so much. So I guess we're just gonna go ahead and put it on my face because I like it. Full disclosure, I haven't self-tanned in days because I'm trying to like restart it, you know? So this foundation is going to be very tan for me. So just try to ignore that part. This foundation is so not the right color for me at the moment. Okay, so here's the thing. For me personally, this foundation, just ignore the color. I know it looks so stupid because I'm so pale right now because I have not done like literally any self-tan in like a week because I'm trying to wash it all off and just restart it. So I just look kind of ridiculous, but just go with it, okay? Just ignore it, it's fine. Anyway, here's the thing. For me, I like this foundation. I think it wears well on my skin. I don't think it's drying. However, on top of this nonsense, it does look so dry. It was kind of hard to blend out. It stuck really bad, but that's because this creates a literal layer of powder on top of your skin, and then you're just screwed. You know what I mean? Like, so the lowest rated concealer I have, I'm just not surprised by it because this product was so hit and miss on reviews. And that is the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer. You can see I've had this for a while because it's like the words are rubbed off, but anyway, on Sephora, it has 4 stars out of 683 reviews, which isn't bad. Like, there's worse concealers on here, whatever. This is just the worst one that I have. But I'm not surprised just because this is kind of a finicky product. Like, I really don't mind it. I used it a lot when I first got it. Now I have other concealers that I like more, but when I first got it, it was kind of hard. A horrible concealer. It's so thick and it accentuates every line under my eye. I hate this product. Thick and creases badly, has an oily finish. Not for dry skin, doesn't blend well. It caked and made me look very old. Applicator makes it difficult to apply. So the thing is, I, in general, don't disagree with a lot of these products. This is the applicator, and you have to like squeeze it out, which can make it so that you get way too much out of the tube. The thing also about this product is, though, it is very, very thick because it's something like 32% pigment. So it makes it a very heavy product, and it does make it kind of difficult to use in that it's easy to get too much. It's definitely thick and heavy, and if you don't really take your time blending it, it's not gonna look good. It just isn't. It is honestly not the easiest product in the world to use, but I always kind of liked it. So you can see it just kind of like sticks. It takes a minute to blend out. For me, I liked it because it does have really good coverage. I mean, that much pigment, you're gonna have really good coverage, and it was really brightening, especially when my foundation is the wrong color. The thing that I saw, I didn't read any comments about this, but Huda products in general also have this problem, is that it's so heavily scented, and people hate that. I think that the concealer doesn't smell as bad as like a lot of her products. It's not as bad as the foundation or the powder. Oh my God, the powder. I mean, it's really, really good coverage. I would say though, if you have dry skin, just don't do it. If you have dry skin, this is just not a product for you. If you have crinkly under eyes, this is probably also not a product for you. Just don't do it. If you are sensitive to fragrance, all the things that are just not gonna make it a good product for you. But also, if you do have that product, make sure you take the time to really, really blend, because otherwise, no, it's a mess. It is literally a mess. I used to see people use this a lot on Instagram, and they would like put it on and then they would spray their face with Fix Plus and then blend it in, because this was so like sticky. I should really try to use this up. It is like more than half gone. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm gonna use two different ones, but I'm going, just because of how these like fell in the lowest rated, I'm going to use two different ones. But the first one I'm going to use, because it is technically the absolute lowest rated bronzer from Sephora that I have, okay? It just is. That would be the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Cream Bronzer. I have the shade Macchiato, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of this. Let's talk about the reviews though. So it does have 4.5 out of 5 stars, so it actually is really good. I just think that I don't have enough of a variety of bronzers from Sephora, apparently. Because I think the powder one that I'm gonna use is also like 4.6 stars out of 5. So, you know, whatever. But yeah, so there are some 1-star reviews, so let's talk about them. So it looks like the first couple of them that I read, they didn't like the colors that they picked, which I'm like, that doesn't really have anything to do with the product. Okay, here we go. Didn't show up on the skin at all until a lot of product was applied. Even then, it didn't blend well and it wasn't pigmented. Formula is bleh and a waste. I'm confused because I also purchased the blush. Yeah. This person said good but great, but gave it a 1-star review. I feel like good but not great is like a 3-star review. Personally, I think that some of these people I just think are mostly mad about the colors that they got. Like almost every one of these 9 1-star reviews are just like mad about the color they got. Personally, I really like the color I got. The only review that I would say I really agree with that I just read is that it's not the most pigmented bronzer, but I think if you know that going in, then like you're not mad at it. You know what I mean? Like you do have to build it up quite a bit, and it does, if you build it up too much, it does get very like greasy looking on the skin, which I don't love. But now that I know that, and I know that's what I'm getting from it, I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? Then I can do my makeup accordingly. Now I know that this is like a light bronzer, and that is 100% what I expect from it when I go to put it on, versus like for Full Glam, it didn't replace my Huda cream contour. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like I know what I'm getting with that, and I know what I'm getting with the Huda cream one, and I know what I'm getting even with the matchsticks. Like I'm kind of surprised it doesn't have more complaining reviews just because of that. And we're gonna do blush because it's a cream blush, and to be honest, it's the Fenty cream blush again. It's truly because it's just the lowest rated blush that I have from Sephora. A lot of people did not like these as much as the bronzers. These have 4.2 stars out of 5 on 669 reviews, but there are 32 1-star reviews. So I personally have the shade Bikini Martini, and you can see like this has gotten very dirty from me using it, which I don't love, and I don't really know. I think I just need to like kind of take honestly the top layer off, which sucks because they're so like stuck in there. But anyway, let's talk about these reviews quick. The first like 3 say no pigment, especially for dark skin, very sheer. You have to put on so much in order to see it. Do not like this product. I have other that are better. I don't understand the hype. A lot of it is just complaining that it's so sheer, which is what I was saying. Like, I'm surprised that see, mine picks up a lot. Like, it picks up a lot. I think it's the shade I have. But anyway, focus. That's what I was surprised. The reviews for like the bronzer didn't have more complaints about the sheerness of it, because you do have to like build it up a little bit. So I was just, I don't know, I'm surprised that the blush was the one that took the heat. I don't know if more people are into cream blush than they are into cream bronzer, or like what the deal is, but I'm gonna put just a little bit on now, and then I'll probably put a little bit more just like on top of the powder when I powder my face here in a sec to refresh it. I like this cream blush a lot. Again, like, it's hard to, it does take a little bit of building, and it does get a little bit like oily looking, because you can see how much shine that gave me. So if you go to put too much on, you will look a little bit greasy, but that's why I try to put a little bit on before powder and then also after powder, just so that I can get a nice look of the blush without being too like oily looking. For setting powder, unfortunately, the powder that is technically the lowest rated in my collection, I do not have. I misplaced it. I think I honestly left it in my husband's car, so I have to go look for it. So anyway, I'm not going to demo it for you. I'm just going to use my Fenty powder. Because I just don't have this one on hand. I hope I didn't lose it. I'm going to be kind of mad if I did lose it, because I actually like this powder. But anyway, so the powder that is the lowest rated in my collection is the Huda Beauty baking powder. It has 4.2 out of 5 stars on Sephora out of 933 reviews, and there are 77 one-star reviews. So let's see like what they have to say about this. This says it doesn't stop creases, it made me break out. Ooh, she's overcharging for not even an ounce of product. That's true, because it is $34 for 0.71 ounces of powder. Like, a lot of people don't like the packaging also. I don't know, am I just more accepting of like issues than I should be? That's honestly what I think when I like read these reviews sometimes, is like, oh my god, am I being too like nice to my makeup products? I really don't know. Yeah, it can get really cakey, especially if you're baking, but I find that like once you spray it with a setting powder, like that stops being a problem. And then I find that the scent is absolutely very overpowering. It is a very strong scent. And if you're sensitive to scents, definitely don't use it. But I'm also like, I don't know, it makes my skin look very velvety and smooth, and it does keep my makeup set all day. So I'm like, am I excusing those things when I like shouldn't be? I don't know. It doesn't make me break out, and it doesn't irritate me really. It doesn't, I don't know, I don't feel any of those types of way about it. A lot of people do. I think it's a really nice baking powder. I mean, it'll really set your face. I also agree with like not liking the packaging, because the packaging on it does make the powder really hard to get out, because it has like one of those mesh barriers where you can't tap the powder out of it really easily. It kind of just is in there. You're just never gonna get it out. I always am like shaking it so hard and hitting it on everything, and I'm like, come out of here. Okay, so here we are. We are at the real reason that I was inspired to make this video. And I kind of thought I would have some other like lower rated products than I actually do, but apparently like this one is just like the super lowest rated one. I have the Milk Makeup Kush Triple Brow Pen. I have the shade Dub, which is like the red one. This product, you guys, only has 2.5 stars out of 5 on 199 reviews. There are 89 one-star reviews. I was shook when I saw that. A lot of people said it looks like you're using a marker, it looks like you're using a Sharpie, but then a lot of people said that the black, I don't know, can you see this? The black, oh, it looks black on camera, but in the picture, it's like blue. Everyone was like, my eyebrows are not blue. Why would I want this? Some people said their browns were like tinted green, lack of pigmentation, dried out, hard to use, very sloppy. Like, people really went in on this product. And personally, like, I've featured this in a couple of videos and I've talked about how much I do like it, and I can do my brows really fast with it, and I've been using it like almost every time I've done my makeup for months, like since I got it. Like, that was so fast. And I think it looks good. I just can't believe how many people hate this product. I'm seriously shocked. Like, I really like how my brows look when I do this. They are a little bit like lighter and more like natural brows when I use this pen versus like how I normally do my brows, but I don't hate it like everyone else apparently does. Everyone, I mean, in those reviews, like, everyone goes in, and I'm like, I don't know, this eyebrow looks kind of cute with how I just did it. Big yikes on that one. Okay, let's talk about the last few face products. So, powder bronzer, my lowest rated powder bronzer, which, you guys, is actually like such a fan favorite, and everyone loves this bronzer, and so do I. But it's just the lowest rated powder bronzer from Sephora that I have. My Marc Jacobs Omega bronzer. I have the shade Tantastic. I clearly have loved on this bronzer in my day. So this product has 4.5 stars out of 5 on 618 reviews. Like, that's pretty good. Only 31 out of 618 1-star reviews. One person, hers like came with a hole in it. I'd be mad about that too, I guess. Someone didn't like the packaging. Oh my God. I love this packaging. It's weird to me when people give something a 1-star review and they say things like, I wasn't impressed by it. It's not better than any other bronzer. Well, that doesn't mean it's bad. Like, that doesn't make it a bad product. Like, 1-star reviews are reserved for products that are genuinely awful. I think, personally, that's my opinion. Not just like, wasn't any better than anything else. Yeah, a lot of people are just saying that their like center broke. I didn't. I genuinely used all of this. Most of those 1-star reviews were people saying that theirs like broke in the center like not long after having it. This, to me, was 100% worth the like $50 price tag because I've had this bronzer. So when my husband and I got engaged, he like planned a whole day for me, and part of it was that after we got engaged, he took me to Sephora and he was like, you have, I don't know, $200 or something, and he was like, buy whatever you want in this whole store. So naturally, I took that as an opportunity to buy some more expensive shit than I would have otherwise ever bought myself, including this bronzer. So I've had this bronzer since October of 2018. Is that when we got engaged? I think so. Yeah, October of 2018 is when I got this bronzer, and I still have it. It's still kicking, and for a long time I used it every single day, and I still love it, and it's a great product. let's talk about the lowest rated highlighter that I have. I was a little bit surprised by this, but honestly kind of not at the same time. Like I was and wasn't, just because like some of the other highlighters that I have that are Sephora ones are like so good, but I have a lot of just like random highlighters like Midas and Ofra and Lorac and things like that that aren't available at Sephora. So I might need to do an Ulta version of this video as well, just so I can be fair to my products, I guess. But anyway, so my lowest rated highlighter product is the Huda Beauty Quads. So I have this weird summer solstice edition one because I got it in the Huda Beauty mystery box. So they have 4.3 out of 5 stars on 523 reviews. So let's read some of these. Oh, this person has bullet points. I love it. Powdery, packaging is cheap. For $45, you should put a mirror in it. I 1000% agree. Where's my mirror for $45? Has some pigment, but product is very dry, doesn't stay in place. This is not for dry skin. I have drugstore makeup that is better, not worth the price. Someone didn't like the smell of it. So bad I returned it to Sephora. It doesn't pick up on the brush. Oh no. Yeah, a lot of people just are saying that it's dry, it's chalky, it's not pigmented. To be entirely honest, I've only used this literally once. And it was in my review and unboxing of the Huda mystery box, which I will link up here for you guys. That video is weird because I had some technical issues, so I look very zoomed out. Where is my mirror? Honestly, I can get behind that complaint because like why isn't there a mirror? If ColourPop can put mirrors in their like $9 palettes, you can put a mirror in your $45 highlighter palette. Okay. My issue with this palette is less of like, it's dry, it's not pigmented, it's not that. It's my issue with this palette is mostly that the color story is weird. Like this shade in particular is gorgeous, and that's what I used on my face, except for that I also used a little bit of this pink one in this corner mixed in on my cheeks. But like this is also like the softest feeling one. This one does feel dry. This purple one feels real dry. I mean, they're pretty, don't get me wrong. It's just that like, and I'll never use this cream shade. It's weird, like green kind of like, my issue with this is that it's a weird color story. I'm really only ever gonna use this, sometimes this, maybe this, and never that. Okay, I'm gonna put on a ColourPop lip liner because I don't really have any lip liners. I have 2 lip liners from Sephora and they're both really good. So we're talking mostly about the lipstick, okay? Don't mind me, hold on. So my lowest rated lip product is the Tarte Lip Paint. So this has only 3.5 stars out of 2,737 reviews. There are a whopping 387 1-star reviews. And they say, it literally came off as soon as I started to drink my coffee. The packaging is terrible, that breaks really easily, leaks everywhere. I've seen 3 of those. Oh, they really hate the packaging. Oh my God, all of these are about how bad the packaging is and that they explode and break. Doesn't wear very long, doesn't stay on, wish I returned. Clumpy and very thick. I like these. I have the shade Low Key. I never had an issue with this one. I always just thought that it was kind of a drier formula. That was my only complaint really ever with that, because it is like a matte lipstick, but I always thought it was like easy to apply, and it's not uncomfortable, but it's not like the most comfortable thing in the world either. So it does dry quickly though. Okay, so eyeshadow palette. I have an eyeshadow palette and an eyeshadow topper that were very poorly rated. And one of them, this eyeshadow palette, I was shocked that this was my lowest rated palette, but I wasn't shocked about the topper at all. So the eyeshadow palette that's low rated is the Dominique Cosmetics Latte 2 palette. So I also got this one in a Trend Mood box, and I was very excited about it. And I do have a couple critiques of the palette, which we'll get into, but let's talk about the reviews. So there's not that many reviews on Sephora though, so maybe that's part of the problem. But it does only have 4.1 out of 5 stars on 33 reviews, but 3 of them are 1-star reviews. This girl said that she felt the mattes were very chalky, they didn't blend well, tried both with an eyeshadow primer and without. She had glitter all over her face from fallout. She thinks the company has problems when it comes to pressing their powders because some are so hard that you hit pan immediately and then others fall all over. So the yellow and mint shades are very patchy. Frappe, which is, here, I'll show you the inside of the palette. This one right here is Frappe. She said, fallout disaster, had glitter all over her face. So those are the 1-star reviews. I am honestly like shocked reading that anyone thought these mattes were chalky, because I didn't think that at all. And that is not my critique of this palette. So I do, in my Trend Mood unboxing, the first one on my channel, which should be linked, I did a full swatch of this palette. So if you guys want to see that, like, go check it out. But I didn't think that these shades were at all chalky. I thought that they were very soft and very pigmented, so I'm kind of surprised to see that. My critique of this palette is more to do with the color story, in that I like both of these because I like that this is just a rich dark brown and I like that this is a warm brown, but I wish this shade, this Cafe Con Leche, which I just put all over my lids as like a base, I wish that it was a mid-tone or like lighter brown, because I find that whenever I use this palette, I really miss that to blend these and to use for a transition shade, to use for a shaper shade. Like, I really miss that. So I'm mixing together Strawberry Milk and Blonde Rose to get this like kind of peachy color to put in my crease, and then that's what I'm going to use to blend out whichever brown I use as well. I find that when I do use this palette, I end up having to like use the yellow shade to blend out the browns, because that is kind of like all I have available unless I want to dip into another palette. But like, I don't know about you guys, but I really don't enjoy using multiple palettes at the same time. Like, I just want to have everything that I need in one palette. I think I'm going to use this warmer brown. This is Cafecito, and that's what I'm going to put in my outer corner. I've always found that these ones are very pigmented, but other people, I guess, have not felt that way. I try to pick up as little as possible and blend, because I think that they are very pigmented. I'm gonna swatch just the shimmers for you guys, because I think that the shimmers are really pretty, specifically one of them. So this is Frappe and this is Caramel Drizzle, and Frappe is pretty. It is very light and it does have some bigger like chunks of glitter in it, and it is just like a light pink shade. But Caramel Drizzle, I freaking love that shade. I used it a ton when I first got this palette, and now that I am using it again, I might go back to using that one in particular a ton. I love that shade. It is absolutely stunning. Like, on the eye. Anyway, along the bottom lash line, I'm just going to use a little bit of Cafecito and then this yellow Blonde Roast shade. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, let's talk about this topper, because this topper is a mess. Hold on, let me get some Fix Plus, because honestly, I already know I need it. Okay, so the topper that I have here is the Natasha Denona Chroma Crystal Top Coat. I have the shade Nude. This is what it looks like. I've talked about how much I hate this product on my channel before, but we're gonna talk about it again because this product only has 3.8 stars. I'm honestly shocked it has that many. Out of 5 on 158 reviews. There are 25 1-star reviews. So much glitter, it's beautiful, but the glitter is too much. That is not a review I can get behind because I want all of the glitter on all of my face all of the time, but that is also just not correct for this product, personally, as my experience goes. Looked so nice on my hand when I sampled it in the store. My mistake, I should have tried it on my eyelid. Ended up returning because it looked chalky and didn't give a smooth appearance. Dries out so fast and get flaky. Is a crumbly mess. So one of these is $28 and it is the biggest waste of $28 I think I've ever had in my life. So you can see there's a bunch of crumblies in mine. Yeah, you see that? Yuck. This product is dry AF. Just smushed a bunch onto my finger and like, that's kind of what it looks like. It used to look better. It's only gotten worse, obviously, but pretty much since I've gotten this product, I've had to do this, which is rub a brush into it to kick up a bunch of the product. And then I have to like pack it into the bristles of the brush and then just spray it down with Fix Plus. So just to wet the product just to get it on my freaking eyelid because otherwise there's no using it literally ever at all. See, and when you do that and you soak it, then you're like, wow, reflective, pretty. Wow, looks so good. I shouldn't have to work this hard for a product that is $28 when this is its entire job. And I've been mad at this product for so long because it is a pretty shade. I mean, it looks like cracked desert earth. It's gross. I'm just mad at it. So here's one thing that I just got in my newest Trend Mood box, which I will also link the unboxing for you guys so that you can watch it. But anyway, I got the Lily Lashes Brush On Eyeliner and Lash Adhesive Duo. It only has 5 reviews on Sephora so far, and it's 3.6 out of 5 stars. And when I used it, I was really impressed at how easy it was to put my lashes on, because it really was very easy, because my lashes just kind of like stuck right to it, which is a good and a bad thing. Good because like, wow, easy, but bad because then there's no time to reposition. But then at the same time, I took my makeup off, I don't know, 2 hours later. Like I really didn't have my makeup on all that long. I just like filmed another video and then went to bed, you know, so I didn't have my makeup on that long. When I went to take the lashes off, they were like barely holding on, and I didn't realize, but I was like, can you imagine if I was like out and about? They would have just like bloop, fallen off. They would have fallen off. The one-star review that's on here right now says horrible, didn't make my lashes stick at all, definitely returning it, shake my head. So that's where we are with that. The lashes I'm going to use are also pretty low rated. So I'm going to use a pair of Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina false lashes. This in particular is the style So Hollywood. It's just honestly the one that I could find, so that's the one I grabbed. I really like the ABH lashes. Like I don't have any issues with them, but not everyone loves them, I guess. They have 4.3 stars out of 5 on 404 reviews. There's 16 one-star reviews. This person said she has Dollar Tree lashes better than this. Yikes. They felt cheap and heavy, made my eyes itchy. Just got them and lashes are already falling off of them. The hair's ripped off from just the packaging. This is both a review problem and a lash specific problem, but lashes like are so particular per person that like it's hard to leave a review for them because so many people are like, I didn't like how this band was. I thought they were hard to apply. I thought this and I thought this. And it's like not about the quality of the product, it's about like them more than anything. But that's also just like the nature of reviews sometimes. So I really don't think they're that bad. I've purchased replacements of these, specifically the Style Dreamy. I love those. They're so good and like wispy and fluffy and flared and beautiful. I love them so much. Okay, let's get these freaking lashes on. Okay, one thing I forgot to say about this lash liner too is that like it stuck to my eyelids so freaking bad for like 2 days. Okay, I'm not using any sort of low-rated mascara because I literally have one mascara and it's this brand new Marc Jacobs one. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. What do we think? I like how it turned out. I mean, for the most part, like the products that I used, I do like. I mean, the only ones I'm really ever mad at is like the Farsali one and these freaking crystal toppers are so stupid. And the Huda palette, like it's just not, it's not my kind of color story, I don't think, but that's okay. I mean, the rest, I just still think that it's a cool look. I think the rest of the makeup worked well. I'm still kind of shocked at how low rated some of these were. It's just surprising, you know, you think that you love a product and then you read the reviews and you're like, you guys don't like this? That's how I feel. But anyway, you guys, let me know, have you tried any of these products? Do you think that they're bad? Like, please let me know. I think it's so crazy how well some products work for some people and other products are just like bad for others. So yeah, let me know what you think. I think I'm gonna do an Ulta version of this and maybe like a high rated version of this as well, just so we can really give the spotlight to good products too, you know, good products in the review world kind of thing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think below. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. I appreciate it so much. I have so much fun doing this. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm gonna, let's see, 9:30. I'm probably gonna go to bed. Let's be honest. Yeah, let's be honest about that. I'm definitely gonna go to bed. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great night, a great day, a great whatever you're doing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!